We believe outdoor living should be a seamless extension of your home and a place for friends and family to create lifelong memories together. Join us as we share designer tips and tricks on how to transform your backyard into a place you absolutely love.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Behind the Design. My name is Joseph with MasterPLAN Outdoor Living, lead designer here, and want to chat about why stamped concrete worked here in this backyard in Palmerton, Pennsylvania. Now, we have a lot of natural materials back here between the boulders, the plantings, some of the structure inside the pavilion. We wanted to stay true to ultimately the main feature of the space, which is the pool, which is naturally shaped. There's no straight lines in this pool, and something that complements that very much was the stamped concrete. In this particular project, we have the natural control joints, and then as well as the natural surface of that stamping. So when you think of stamped concrete, you can think of it trying to be like a paver with straight lines. Normally, with something like this, we want to make sure that the stamped concrete is its own feature. In this case, we have the natural texture, the natural cuts, and then as well as the neutral color in that stamped concrete. Now, when thinking about a patio surface, you can think about concrete, you can think about pavers, you can think about natural bluestone, flagstone. Again, making sure that we're staying true to the texture of the boulders here, and then the texture of the surface, the stamped concrete surface, that they were complementing each other. And if we try to get as close as we can, it made a lot of sense, again, to match the natural curves of the rest of the space. With any outdoor living projects, there's always straight lines on the house, and then sometimes straight lines of the property line and how that fence lays out. So to complement all of that with some of the curvature and natural lines of the stamped concrete, it's a great way of making the space even more vibrant. Now, the beauty about stamped concrete in general, not only for its neutral colors, with this tan in this project here, but I mentioned the natural cuts of the control joint. So in general, concrete is always going to want to crack. In this project, there are a couple hairline cracks. That's normal for concrete. It's when a fault line crack happens is when it wasn't constructed right, when those surfaces are changing enough where it becomes a tripping hazard. Now, the nice thing about the natural control joints is that those cracks never happen on a straight line anyway. So these natural cuts allow that cracking to happen and enforce it more naturally. And even if a crack appears down the road somewhere else, the crew can come out and put another natural cut in to make it look like it was always there. So those are kind of the benefits of stamped concrete in general in a space like this. When any surface is wet, especially when you're thinking around an outdoor pool, the surface gets wet, it can become slippery. That goes for anything, whether it's stamped concrete, pavers. The nice thing about this texture here that we have, it's not 100% smooth, so it does have some additional grip to it. And then there's also within the sealer itself on the stamped concrete that there's additional grit material that gets incorporated into it to provide a little bit more texture. So if the kids are trying to run around the pool, which is always a no-no in general, but if they're trying to run around the pool, at least there's some texture to help provide that extra grip on the feet, in the overall setup. So if you're struggling with what material I want to incorporate or in my backyard, whether it's around a pool, whether it's just a normal patio setup, different elevations, different colors, different textures, reach out to us, mymasterplan.com. We work with all different types of surfaces, and we're very open to, again, what's going to make the most sense for you and your family on the color, the surface, the overall texture, making sure that it's long-term, has great success in the backyard for you. Reach out to us, mymasterplan.com, and let's get started with a design today to make sure you can build your last backyard first.